Call this meeting to order, please. I'd like to welcome everybody. And could we please stand for the pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Holy privilege of prayer.
Dear most graciously Heavenly Father, Lord, we want to ask that you would each and every one of us tonight. Lord, I ask that you be with us as we make the decisions for the citizens, the children, the veterans, for each and every person that's a part of our community, Lord. And I say this in your name, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Madam Clerk, please take a roll.
Councilwoman Cantu. Here. Councilwoman Plant. Here. Councilwoman Patton. Here. Councilman Walgie.
Here.
Councilman Grable.
Here.
Councilwoman Pugh. Here.
Turn the air off, Richard. You get it? All right, could I get a motion to suspend the reading of the minute and approve the minutes of the May 4th, 2026 regular session?
I'll make that motion. I'll make it.
Councilwoman McCann, Councilwoman Pugh.
Councilwoman McCann.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Councilman Walgie.
Yes.
Councilman Grable.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu. Yes.
Did everybody see the financial report? Anybody have any questions? Can I get a motion to approve the financial report for May?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Councilwoman Cantu, Councilman Walgie.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilman Walgie.
Yes.
Councilman Grable.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu. Yes. Councilwoman McCann.
Yes.
All right, the floor is open. Would anybody like to say anything? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Vanceburg City Council, and whom it concerns. My name is Cassandra Johnson, mostly called Cassie Johnson. I am here with Lewis County Hope House, formerly known as Vanceburg Homeless Coalition. I'm here with two of my board members, Tara Burst, could you stand, and Davin Nolan. Thank you. I'm here tonight because I believe Lewis County needs a local shelter and resource center. Right now, if someone is struggling with homelessness, addiction, recovery, mental health issues, or family crisis, there aren't many places here in Lewis County where they can go for help. A lot of people must leave the county to find services, and some people don't get help at all. What we're hoping to create is more than just a shelter. We want a place where people can find stability and support, a place where they can connect with recovery programs, job opportunities, mental health resources, transportation assistance, and other services that may help them get back to their feet. This is not just about helping individuals. It benefits the whole community. When people have access to support, we see stronger families, safer communities, and fewer people falling through the cracks. It can also reduce pressure for emergency services and other local organizations. We already started building partnerships and exploring opportunities with grants and long-term stability. Tonight, we're asking for your support as we continue to move forward. We're hoping to help we're hoping to identify possible locations, guidance on zoning and onboarding, zoning and development, and support from the community leaders such as you. We want to work to make this vision a reality. At the end of the day, this is not about helping, this is about helping our neighbors and making sure people in Lewis County have somewhere to turn when they are facing hard times. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I will take questions if you have them and answer them to the best of my ability.
Cassie, I have a question. I don't know, but it's something you may want to check into. I had an eye appointment today. When I was out there, Tammy Brown came up to me, and there's going to be a meeting, and I wish I can remember when it is, but it's a meeting to get suggestions from the community on what they'd like to see done with opioid abatement money.
Yes, we are speaking.
So you, okay, so
Yes,
you
thank
already
you
know
for
that.
that.
I thought maybe.
And I want to address one situation that has come up. Where I'm currently at in my office on Fairlane Drive, we are within 500 feet of a school. This is not an ideal place for a shelter or a recovery center.
Where you at?
Right next to New Life Christian Church or something like that. It's 350 Fairlane Drive.
By Giovanni. By Giovanni.
Yeah, so it is the school that's right behind us.
And what exactly are you asking for the city to do?
At this time, we just want your support so that when we do start looking for buildings, or if you know of a building that is available for us to use, then we would appreciate you wanting to come and it's empty.
We can't hear anything back here.
We want just your support right this now. But we would also like to know if there's any buildings available. And if you would just let us know. I mean, we want to help people, and that's what we're about.
We can't hear anything.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. It's the fan.
That's why we renamed it Hope House.
What if we switch off
We
in
didn't
the,
pause
in the
so
first
everybody
room?
can hear it.
Hang on one second.
Sorry. There you go.
There you go.
That is why we renamed it Hope House. We want to bring hope to the communities, to the people in this community. So far, in the last 2 years, I've served 119 people listed, okay? Now, that's all I have listed. Now, some of them I didn't list. If they were in and out, got our services, then we didn't listen. I'm also in with the food bank down there, Two Rivers Food Bank. She serves 200 to 500 people a week when we have a truck. These same people have my services too if they need it. So,
Well, I mean, I got no problem trying to help you. We got limited funds. You know, the county's got a lot more than we do, so if you could maybe get the county on board too, maybe, you know, I think we've got $20,000 in opioid funds. You know, I would like to find a way to get rid of it. I mean, actually, it's just sitting there. We can't, nobody can really tell you what you can do with it. So we'd have to really go through Stephen and figure out what we can do with it. And, you know, we do have that money to help. We just need to figure out a way.
okay.
And I do think that we have a need in the community. We do have people who are in dire straits that do need help, and I'm glad that it's not, that you've renamed it, because it's not just about homeless shelter. It's about actually making those connections, and it's about being able to get these people moved forward.
Yes.
Into jobs, into assistance, into homes, wherever. So I think it's a great thing. So personally, I don't know the specific details, but in general, I'm in support of that.
I gotta tell you that I've been contacted several times by social worker in the last 2 years, and it breaks my heart to say I don't have a shelter to help you with.
Have you worked with the Christian church?
Which Christian church?
I'm sorry, the Catholic church.
Yes, I do work with them sometimes to provide food when our shelter does not have, when the food bank does not have food, or I don't have food on hand.
Is the Salvation Army, or do they still have a chapter here?
I believe they do at the health department, and I do work with them. There are several organizations I partner with. There's about almost several churches that I partner with donations, mostly not money donation, but like if I need hygiene things or blankets or things like that. But as far as money goes and providing for a shelter, we do not have the funds at that time. We did get $10,000 from Cross Point in Maysville. That's been set aside specifically to help with the shelter and a savings account. We have not touched that. So, and we're operating on just donational money right now.
I used to work with the Salvation Army and the Ministerial Association, but a lot of our members has passed. That's been back in early mid-2000. But I do know that I was welfare secretary at one point for the Salvation Army, and we stayed busy. So they joined with the Ministerial Association at that time. And like when we had our flooding, we had, where we were members through Louisville and Tennessee brought rider trucks full of everything we needed for the people out Laurel and Canning area. But I didn't know if they were still active. The Salvation Army charter here was still active.
I believe they are.
They are.
I think Anita is running it from the health department.
Anita works with Alex Halsey.
Alex, yeah. I'm in contact with Alex too. They're all on board with everything we want to do and everything.
I had churches that would contact me. They were trying to let people stay even in buildings they had or part of the church. I was approached a lot with people who were just stranded here.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that. I've had to let a woman stay in our building long enough to get her somewhere the next day, and I've also had a woman stay behind our building one night until we could find somewhere, because it was late and I didn't have nowhere. Wintertime is really bad. I mean, those people, the shelters fill up quick, or, just not no room for everyone. And honestly, I think as a Lewis County citizen, I want to express hope to these people. I want to get them back on their feet and be a productive member of our community.
I personally, now, I don't know how everybody else feels, but I personally think that it wouldn't hurt for the city to write a letter of support. And I'll make a motion that we actually sit down and write a letter of general support for the cause that you're proposing. That doesn't in any way commit any kind of funds or anything like that, but in general, I think that's a place we need to start.
I would love that. I would love to do that, and I will definitely post it on our website, our Facebook
Second
site.
that motion.
I don't think we need a motion.
You got one.
Cassie, are you familiar, you probably are, in Maysville with, I'm trying to think of the name of that group. They were in one of our interagency meetings, and they started a subdivision in Maysville or
Oh,
something.
yes.
For people that were homeless and had issues with drugs and things. Can they give you any advice or help?
Actually, the guy who is on the, runs the place, he's the manager, Greg Conway, it's called Southern Landings. He's on my board. He's on my board. He's on my board. Yes, I have new board members and I have, yes, my board members are, of course, these two here, Greg Conway, Connie Wright, and who am I missing? Oh, Belinda Gann.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion for a letter of support from Councilman Grable, second by Councilman Pugh. Madam Clerk, will you take a vote?
Councilman Walgie,
Yes.
Councilman Grable,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu,
Yes.
Councilwoman McCann,
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
You give it to her, she'll write the letter and I'll sign it.
Yes.
Okay? Anybody else?
Joe, tomorrow we start passing out the boxes for the kids' snacks. And we may have a little traffic jam for a while till we get it all lined out. But the fire department's gonna try to take care of that. Maybe you can have one of the
You
officers.
still doing the central? There's plenty of room out there, you shouldn't have no problem, but if you do,
Well,
we'll have somebody working on
it.
things.
Before we give it out, so,
Okay,
but anybody's gonna bring that to your attention.
just call us and we'll send a police officer out.
All right.
Anybody else?
Yes, I'd like to make a comment on something that I've seen around the city that I think it may not be perceived as a large issue, but I think as far as making the city more presentable and more accessible for people, I see a lot of blocking of the sidewalks in town, parking, car maintenance, welding, furniture, vehicles, I mean, everything. And I know it's worse in some places than others. I don't want to point at anybody or pick anybody out. But in particular, we have a neighbor who has a grandson in a wheelchair, and I've seen them out trying to walk on the sidewalks in those areas. They have to go into the street to get around.
I've witnessed this too.
Yes.
I think,
Yes,
I think Joe Paul's addressed that already, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
We'll, Zach, make sure you address that, take care of it.
I certainly appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? All right, go ahead.
Hi, I just want to introduce myself real quick on my way out, but my name is Stephen Seedy. I got the building at 171 Main over here. So I've been working on it pretty hard. I'll continue to do so. And just wanted to thank Richard for your welcoming attitude and everything with me. I really appreciate it. And everyone else I've met has been awesome. John has been awesome.
Nice to meet you.
So,
Glad you're here.
just appreciate that and everything. And just wanted to say hi. I got a long drive. So
Stephen, we're
I'll
happy
be
to have
back.
you. We're very happy to have you in Vanceburg.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
So, appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Working, and hopefully keep cleaning it up first, right?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
I've been cleaning all year, so thank you, and I'm gonna go drive, I'm obviously dirty, I need a shower. So,
Thank you.
nice to meet you all.
Very much.
Bye-bye.
Have a safe drive. That was nice of you.
Bye.
All right, one last time, anybody else? All right, electric plant board report, Angie.
Okay, the utility plant board has submitted an application for Appalachian Region Mission Area Development Program grant for $190,000 for hydrant replacement project. And then the natural gas distribution infrastructure safety and modernization grant is committing $2 million per year for the next 5 years for our gas infrastructure. And Mississippi, Tennessee will be here next month to do repairs on the Bradford Lane Garrison substations. That is water. They're still looking into the backup battery projects. They're not out the door yet on possibly purchasing the backup batteries. They're supposed to help us during peak demand times for our electricity. And they're meeting with Kentucky Power, which is in early June, it'll be this week, for the final true-up of what they will owe in additional fees. Hopefully, they owe us because they charged us a lot this winter. And also, they're gonna be consultants from ARC Power to start shopping for our 4th year of electric contracts. And that's pretty much what I have right now.
Thank you.
Alright. Any questions on it? Alright, let's go move on to old business. The second reading of ordinance 200.00-226 fiscal year 26-27 budget. Anybody got any questions or comments about the budget? If not, can I get a motion to approve the budget, please? Or we need to read it?
Yeah.
Can I get a second reading, please?
Who'd like to hear the second reading?
I'd like to hear the second reading.
All right, an ordinance adopting the City of Vanceburg, Kentucky annual budget for fiscal year July 1, 2026 through July 30, 2027 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government. That's your second reading.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Councilwoman Patton,
I'll second.
Councilwoman McCann.
Councilman Grable?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu?
Yes.
Councilwoman McCann?
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton?
Yes.
Councilman Walgie?
Yes.
Next on the agenda is the second reading of ordinance 521.00.2026 goal and objectives related to Lewis County Comprehensive Plan.
Would anyone like to hear the second reading?
I'd like to
Yes.
hear.
All right, an ordinance setting forth the goals and objectives related to the Lewis County Comprehensive Plan. That's your second reading.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Councilwoman McCann, Councilwoman Cantu.
Councilwoman Pugh?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu?
Yes.
Councilwoman McCann?
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton?
Yes.
Councilman Walgie?
Yes.
Councilman Grable?
Yes.
All right. With that, under new business, Libby Smith has resigned from the recreational board, and through the county and us, we have, I'd like to nominate Travis Patton to be on the Lewis County Recreational Board to take her place.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Councilwoman Patton, Councilwoman Pugh.
Councilwoman Cantu?
Yes.
Councilwoman McCann?
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton?
Yes.
Councilman Walgie?
Yes.
Councilman Grable?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh?
Yes.
All right, next, which is not on here, but if everybody looked in front of them, their blacktopping, if everybody noticed what you'd all already approved to have done, is done now. Rickett Street and East Plummer's Lane and Court Street. Done a pretty good job, I think. I mean, I've been there, looked at it. They took Court Street down, especially where all the traffic is up by the post office, down about 3 inches when they re-blacktopped it, so done a good job. You had that bid, you all had already approved that for $32,000 different administration, but I also got Main Street in that for that $32,000, where that bad place is there on Main Street with Judy Smith's. Also, I would like to do Railroad Street from Pinnacle Bank to Main Street, and they're gonna fix the spots there by the Baptist church where you pull in their driveway. That total of bid was $43,810. That's with everything, the blacktopping that they've already done. And then, as you see there, the second bid was the utility plant board stuff. And they bidded that for $12,500, which that's fixed the places that they tore up here in town, and I think there's one that is outside the city limits, two that was put in here because they wanted me to bid that for them, and that was in Southern Manor. But for a total of, our part is $43,810, and that's adding, $11,000 to what you already approved. So could I get a motion to finish blacktopping the two streets I just named, Railroad and Main?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Councilman Grable, Councilwoman Patton.
Councilwoman McCann?
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton?
Yes.
Councilman Walgie?
Yes.
Councilman Grable?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu?
Yes.
And, the electric line board, we submitting the check for $12,000 and $500 on their part. That won't be paid to the city, that'll be paid to them. Secondly, I'd like to fix the Merchants parking lot, which is in dire need. He's going to fix a couple of the holes that's down there while he's here for me. But he's got to do a strip across that lot anyway. And I want to get the rest of the cracks in that lot filled, with crack fill, and, get it back striped and get it, sealed. With that, low bid was, by, Ginn's Sealing, for, estimate of right around $5,523.45. And that is within the realm of the $50,000, which is in the budget for this year.
So go to new lines as well.
Yes, yes. Can I get a motion for that, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Councilman Grable, Councilwoman Pugh.
Councilwoman Patton,
Yes.
Councilman Waldron,
Yes.
Councilman Grable,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu,
Yes.
Councilwoman McCann.
Yes.
All right, now, for the updates, before we get a motion to maybe go into executive session, I presume right about this on Front Street, got a letter about mailboxes. I have addressed that with the postmaster, and they didn't think anything about the water, gas, and sewer lines running down the street, so right now, but that is postponed. They are waiting on that, and, I'm not saying that won't happen, but hopefully, I've talked to him that it's not gonna happen. So, but anyway, right now, it is postponed, so if you don't have to put a mailbox up on Front Street.
Why do they just want Front Street?
Well, according to him, the postmaster is that nobody cleans their driveway in the winter, and he's gotta walk up on the porches.
Well, they do that all over town.
I know that.
Not just Front Street.
It's good for them.
I know, but
I understand that, but, I mean, Second Street has their boxes on their own.
I had one other issue concerning that. Originally, they were talking about having these people put mailboxes on not the roadside, because obviously you can't, but on their property, on their home side
Which would
of the
be
sidewalk.
in the way of the sidewalk.
Of the sidewalk, and you can't drive up on that sidewalk.
I addressed that with him too, so.
I don't think the mailman should have to walk up to every single house. He should just be able to drive by.
But we don't have a means of putting boxes on the street.
In a rural community,
Yeah, we make sidewalks.
You do, just add it to the,
Well, anyway, it's on hold for right now, so, okay.
having to walk up to every single house.
The vet park, if anybody's been down there lately, we do have new boards put down on the decking. We did fix the lattice around the side there, we put, hog water up actually. Looks pretty good if you haven't been down there. We will be painting that within the next week and a half or so. It will be painted by July 4th. The floor inside of it on the concrete part, we will seal the deck, and then we are going to paint the park itself.
I'll be honest with you, I really think y'all did a good job.
Appreciate that. We also, the Wi-Fi is added to the park for the vendors and stuff that's coming. We do have Wi-Fi there now. I have hired 5 school kids for this summer to help out with the weed eating and the mowing stuff to give Dave, so I can have him doing other things. They went to work today, and I was hoping they would get the boat docks cut. Well, they got the boat, not only get the boat docks cut, but they know how hard Shelf Drive, so, that will be a big help to us. This is gonna kind of be split between us and the utility company. They gotta have a bunch of gas stuff painted by federal regulation, so they are gonna help, not only help us, but they're gonna help them too. So, and they will be splitting the cost of that with us. Have you noticed we put the flyers back up on 2nd Street? They're all up. The banners are up. And this is something that I want people to know.
Excuse me, Mayor, excuse me. If you have a conversation, can you hold it outside? Because we're having a hard time hearing up here. So if you're having an outside conversation, can you hold it outside? Or can you silence it so the rest of us can hear, please? Thank you. Just show a little respect. Thanks.
All right. The banners are up. All of them are up, the banners. The polls within the next week or so will be numbered, 1 through how many we have. And if we skip the poll and don't have anything on it, we're gonna number it too. So we may skip a poll and not have anything on it and go so forth. In case we get more banners, we'll have places to put them. Once we number them polls, we will not be changing any veteran banners around. That's where they're gonna be at. So that way, next year when they put them up, they can start on poll 1 and go through poll 150 or however many we got. So that way, everybody will know, and Tara and Alex is going to make a map to put on Facebook, so anybody that needs to can go and log on and see where their family member's at to be able to go look at that. So if you noticed, I think it's worked out pretty good. If we took them off the main Clarksburg Road and out past Cooks, put them on Front Street, so they're within walking distance for anybody that wants to park somewhere and walk around town. And that way, hopefully, it will bring those family members downtown to the local businesses that are downtown. All right, July 4th, right around the corner. So we won't meet again until then. Everything is set. Fireworks are purchased. I've been back to training. So a lot of our efforts in the next 30 days are going to be pushing towards July 4th. So just let everybody know we do have the agenda of what's going to be on Friday and Saturday night. There's one lane here. We got them up here on the counter for anybody when they walk out wants to get one. One of the big things that we are bringing back this year is the burnout. It will be hosted down at the, thank Mr. Walgie for that. It's going to be hosted down to the old school lane. I've got more comments on bringing that back than anything I've had in a long time. just for the record. Unbelievable. I got people hollering at me at Super Quick Lot. I won't tell you what they've been hollering, but they're all ready for the burnout again. So, but yeah, so, and then, you know, it will be bashed off at Saturday night with the largest set of fireworks that I've ever set off. So it will be good for everybody. You know, we're competing with everybody this year, having one July 4th. So hopefully it'll work out for everybody. You know, we'll open up on Friday night with, you know, we have Hunter Jordan coming back after his voice. You know, where he was on the voice. So, and then we got the burnout on Friday night. So hopefully we'll get some crowd in here on Friday night. You always get it on Saturday night for the fireworks, but hopefully we've done enough stuff this year with the parade and everything else, the burnout, him being here, and the Ducky Duck Derby, that hopefully that we, you know, we're going to draw some people downtown. All right, for you all, the last day of register is tomorrow. If anybody's interested to run for city council or mayor. All right, with that being said, can I get a motion to go into executive session?
Joe, I'd like to make a comment real quick. After the executive session, I plan to most likely give a presentation and make a motion, or make a motion and give a presentation. I don't know exactly which order yet, but a lot of times when we go into closed session, people leave. If you want to hang around, I would encourage you to do so. I think it's a matter of interest. Thank you.
I have a quick question real quick. What, the fireworks, I know you do a great job with them, but they're right above my parents' house, our whole entire property over there. What happens if it goes up and then comes down? Is it safe? I know.
Most of the time it is safe. I mean, there's always risk to everything.
The house is right there where you're lighting them up.
There's a risk to everything, you know.
A risk that you're burning our houses up?
There's a risk to everything, that's why we carry insurance. We carry $1 million liability.
Ensuring that my parents aren't going to get blown up. Sorry, can't you go over there when I'm talking? But yes, like it goes up and that's our whole 18 acres over there with 2 houses. Do you have? Like,
The fire department they're stationed down there every year, so,
Okay, so are they gonna go over, I mean, we can talk about this personally.
yes.
Okay, we'll move on from there.
All right. Now, can I get a motion to go into executive
I'll
session?
make that motion.
Councilwoman Patton,
I second.
Councilwoman Cantu.
Councilman Wojcik,
Yes.
Councilman Grable,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pugh,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cantu,
Yes.
Councilwoman McCann,
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Hopefully it's not too long.
It's right there in front of the house.
Can I get a motion to come back out of executive session? Councilman Gray, Councilman Wojcik.
Something on
All right.
it. I'd like to make a motion that we put a hold on the sale of the Hobart Avenue property that we had voted on to sell last month.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Councilwoman Patton to put the property on Harvard Avenue on hold on selling. We have a second by Councilman Wojcik. Any discussion?
Yes, I'd like a little attitude here, because this is an issue that's near and dear to me, and I think it's significant. So, yeah, I do have a couple of things to say, and I even have a visual aid here. If I may have permission, I want to stand up, Joe.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
The property that we're talking about is on the south end of town. It's on Howard Avenue. It's directly across from public housing. We came across this property, I did through an auction about a year ago. And the lady that had this property, this is the property that the city owns right now. This is what it looks like now after our cleanup. There's about well over an acre clean here, clear here, and there's about 2¼ acres, I'm guessing, altogether with what we already own. This property here, which is outlined in red here, joins this property. This property is tied up in an estate, and there are 3 families that are connected with this estate. I've contacted 2 of them, 2 members of the families. One indicated that she could very well donate the property. You know, I've talked to the second person. He's got to talk to his siblings, but they may donate their property as well. And in any event, we have a good chance, no guarantees, at getting it at a very reasonable price, if not gifted to us. A park system is important to any municipality. It's part of what makes a town a home. They're talking about the motion, and they're selling this property here, and they've already put a reserve on it and made it public. And so we're not going to make money on it, most likely. And what goes in here, what they do, we will no longer have control of it. So anything can go in there. And I mean, I don't want to speculate, what might go in there, but I do know if we keep the property and take care of the property, it will increase the values of the homes there, and very possibly we can develop a park here, and the children will have a very nice place to play. Now, like I said, this is the property we own. This is what it looks like now. That's just a photo just to show the clear ground that we already have there. This is the property we don't own that I'm working on securing. It takes some time. I've got more people to talk to. I did a little sketch down here that's taking in both properties. Because somebody said, well, we'd like to see a plan. I thought, well, a walking trail, you know. There's enough ground in there for a good walking trail. Now, is that what we want to do? I don't know. You know, if we sell it, all our options are gone. If we sell it, we have no way to obtain this property. This property is a mess now. It desperately needs cleaned up. It's, I talked to the neighbor that lives next door. He says it's a copperhead. He described it as copperheads like my problems in there at times. It's bad. And there's, Joe's talked about the homeless that are in there. You know, homeless people, I haven't seen any homeless personally, but I have seen some old dilapidated couches and bed springs and things like that. If we let this go, we still have no control over it. If we work at obtaining it and cleaning it up, to me it's a no-brainer and common sense. And I guess that's the end of my spiel here. I've not looked at any of my notes. It is just so abundantly clear that this is the right thing to do. There is no upside to selling this property. That takes an hour every 2 weeks to mow it. That's all we've got in there right now. That's all we've got in there. If we sell it, any hopes to do anything with it are gone. Plus, we don't know who will buy it and what to put in there. And it could easily devalue properties in that region, that part of town, as well as, in my view, our entire community. Because the park system is, in my view, very important to any thriving municipality. And with that, thank you.
Is this property owned by the city right now?
This one.
That one is?
This.
Okay.
Are we allowed to ask questions?
Yes.
So you said you were gonna do like a park?
Well,
Is it just right behind, like by the apartments, kind of?
it's right across the street from the apartments.
But I thought they already had a park there.
No, there's no parking. You're going up Howard Avenue, and you
They have a playground.
No, there's not even a playground over there.
I live right across the street from it, I see it every day, there's a playground there.
There's a playground in the public house.
Yes.
Yes, there is. There's a playground. There's a difference on a playground and a park. They do have a little playground. I'm talking about across the street. That housing project and this playground will be open here. This is across the street, and this is all area that I'm taking up.
Is there any potential buyers right now are interested in that property?
No, it would have to be, since the city had it, we'd have to sell it at a public auction or sealed bid and advertise.
And what is the appraised value of the property?
I don't know that it has its market value. I mean, that's why I almost hate to discuss it in open session. I'm not an appraiser, I'm a real estate salesman. We got it at a fair price, I think, for us and the lady, it's about $25,000. So.
Richard, how big is this?
That's just over 3 acres.
It'd be 5 total. 5 something total.
Yeah, 5 total, and like I said, I walked this entire property. I put on boots and did that entire perimeter of the property. The kids are walking from over here. I say kids, maybe some adults. There's a trail that goes across here. They cross a creek. They go over to Dollar General, and come back. And you do have some debris, and it's all grown up. It's a mess because nobody really owns it. When you have 3 families tied up in something, they don't do anything to it because it's not benefiting them. There's just too many players in it. That's why I think we could possibly obtain it. And then, possibly, I mean, you could do the walking trail behind it, you could do whatever, but you could put a nice trail over there, a bridge across that creek, a little large bridge where people from the housing could go over, get the Dollar General store, and walk back, just in 3 times.
So you have homeless that are in there already, and she's looking for a building or something like that. that, if you did have that whole area where they donated and you cut that, would that be something you guys could look at possibly?
That would be possible, but all of it all, in my view, it's all taken off the charts if it's sold.
Yeah.
All those options are gone. Yeah.
What do you expect? The city already owns a little side. In a perfect world, we wind up with 5 acres belonging to the city for a whatever, park, homeless shelter, whatever. What kind of expenses are we talking to get them up to usability? And does that compare, what about our walking exercise park over, where am I at?
So you're
Broadway, where the old, no, over by the, what do y'all call it?
The industrial park.
Where they have the boat docks?
The boat dock.
Because that could be fixed up, that bridge could be fixed up, kids could, from all over that side of the city could enjoy that, and it's close enough, you could bike ride across it. It might encourage some of the biking groups to come here and bike part of their tour trails, and that would encourage.
Well, I'm not opposed, I'm not opposed to anything.
Can we do both? Yes. Do we have
Well,
money to invest in this and invest in that?
Sometimes you look to the future. Sometimes even if you don't have the money right this moment, things are happening within the county. We just had a comprehensive plan from, you know, a comprehensive plan, objectives and goals that the county has. I mean, I'd like to dovetail with that, work within their framework. All I know is this, I sell real estate. And if I drive out there and I'm showing some of my property, and I can say, well, this is a nice home here, and we're working on having a nice park here. Even that helps, and I never lie to anyone. But if we can even say positive things, but if we actually start doing positive things, it can help. Just like getting the trailer park up here, I'm excited about Ken's trailer park. It's going to be up. The young man wanted to start on it next week. Just like the young man that was in here earlier and purchased a building next to mine. I mean, there are some positive things happening. There seems like there's a positive air within the county. And this isn't costing us anything, and it has possibilities.
You said there's a hold on this decision?
There's a motion. It was voted to sell. They made a motion to sell the property. I was a little bit taken back by it, but our last meeting, and it was a 3-3 vote, and the mayor broke the tie to sell the property. I came here tonight hoping to get someone to change their mind.
I have a question. So the city, we've owned this for approximately a year, maybe a little over a year. We've done absolutely nothing with this piece of property. But now there's a vast interest. Now we just.
That includes you.
That's true.
That includes
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, it
It
includes all of us.
includes all of us. That's 100% true. But now we want to do something. Now we have to make something out of this.
Now we just have to hold on to the property. We've already got it cleaned up here. Obtaining the property was part of it. We're working on obtaining this property. It's not, things have been done, but a big part of it was just obtaining the property. We've got property that we've had for a lot longer than a year, and like I said, this is a pretty place. It has possibilities, and there's no upside to selling it.
But why, we haven't done it, I'm not just saying you, I'm not just saying Kathy, Angie, I'm just not pinpointing one person. We are all being held accountable. We've not done anything with this piece of property, but now all of a sudden, now there's an interest in it.
No, there's a reason, because you wanted to sell it. That's why.
What's the urgency in selling it?
There's already
There's a
been-
possibility of gaining property right now.
Yes, and there's already been effort put into it in just obtaining the property. That's the first thing you do before you can make improvements on the property. And we're working on obtaining even more property.
All right, Jody?
Okay, Tina, I think your idea is the best one of all. We are going to obtain the boat dock park from the Army Corps of Engineers. It needs so much help. None of the kids in town can ride their bikes like they used to over the Boat Dock Bridge. That has got to be fixed so the kids can go down there and play again. They can't ride their bikes around down Route 8. They can't do that. And we would be serving a lot more children if we could do that than with this, when there's already a playground at the Housing Authority, and the Housing Authority doesn't even want it there. They said they don't want it, so who
I
are we
would like to
say
see,
to
I
push
would
it
like
down
to
their
see some
throat?
housing in there.
Well, maybe the Hope House could be there.
Okay, let's just take a vote on it, and, we got a motion to put the sale of the Holbert Avenue property for, I think the bid was, $25,000 for the minimum. And we got a second. Madam Clerk, can you take a roll?
Councilwoman Pugh,
No.
Councilwoman Cantu,
No.
Councilwoman McCann,
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton,
Yes.
Councilman Walgie.
Yes, and could you repeat your motion just to make, please, how was that?
To put the sale of the property on hold.
Absolutely, yes. I see absolutely no reason to do that.
Councilman Grable,
No.
With that being said, several reasons why I want to make this decision. One is the cost of cleaning the property up if we got the Miss Cooper, Roger Skaggs property. The city don't have the funds to clean that property up. I've been on it. I've helped clean it up once before. There's open wells. There's a little bit of everything on there that, that it would be a big expense to the city to have to clean up. Plus, if we had access off the double A, there's no way we could afford to put access off a double A to highway to that property. If we had access to that property from a double A, that would be a great piece of property for the city. But we do not. So with that being said, my decision is we sell it. No. Can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Cantu, Councilwoman Pugh, thank you all.